Bitcoin and Ethereum. What's this next move? Let's find out in the chart, shall we? Oof, Bitcoin has rallied into the Elon Musk and Jack Dorsey debates, and boom, soon as it's over, all of a sudden the sadness brings in. And now is this going to be the buy the rumor, sell the fact, and we're gonna dump back down into the abyss to the directions we were talking about of $23,000. We're going to talk about that and more, and how to short it, because I'm actually going to short this. I'm going to actually look for a short, and it's going to be, I'm going to take a tight stop on that short, so it's not going to be a huge loss or a huge win, because I'm going to take a little bit of profit off the top and let the rest ride all the way down. You're gonna see how do I do that, and yeah. So if you're interested in joining me on this short, you can by heading over to bybit.davincij15.com or on femex.davincij15.com, where you can get $1,200 bonus. And if you want to join us live, right, you can subscribe at davincij15.com. Links are in the description below, and hopefully below right here that you can see, and you can actually join us. All right, so remember, everything that you learn here is not financial advice. It's only for trading entertainment and should not be used unless you have done your own research before putting any money in the market. Oh boy, so, well, Bitcoin, man, everybody wants it to go to the moon. They're begging it for the moon, but you know what? There's sometimes Bitcoin just does not want to cooperate. I've been here before. Most of us have been here before. Or not most of us. Some are new to this. Some are very new to watching price action go high and then come back down and hurting you, biting you in the butt. And you know what? There's two ways to deal with that. One, you could try trading it, or two, you could just hold. You just hold strong and let the market do whatever it wants to do. And that's the most easiest thing to do and the most hardest thing to do all at the same time. Why is that? It's because when you're watching price action day in and day out, you feel like, ooh, man, did I do the wrong thing? Right? If price is an indicator that whether or not this asset is good or not, as well, is not only the only way to determine the value of an asset. The price gives you the value of that asset, but it doesn't tell you what the fundamentals of that asset is. Is it fundamentally strong long term? And that's where you have to do fundamental analysis to know that you're holding something that's real, that's tangible, that's going to be last throughout the ages, even when people panic sell out. And yes, this is one of them. Okay, so with that said, we're going at the shorter time frames. We're not interested in the longer time frames, but we definitely want to take heed of this long-term trend line here on the dailies. This trend line is at the very edge here, so we can see that this is definitely a trend line we don't want this thing to daily violate, because if it violates this on a daily basis, we can see that my short will get run over like this. Like here, let me just show you. Boom. Boom. So just get crushed. So we want to put tight stops. Should this thing break higher and go up to break out, because this could end up giving the bulls exactly what they need. Even though it could end up like I don't know. Let's see here. We could end up just doing this, because this is not. There's enough momentum here to say that this is a definitely bull run. And I'm not convinced that this is a bull run until at least we break above here, which is the 35. What is it? 36,600. Sorry, $36,600 mark, and go higher. So yeah, once we do that, right, 36,000. Let me just write that down. 36,000. Once we get up there, boom, we can say, okay, this is turned bullish for sure, right? So long as we do not break these lows here, of course, right? Then yeah, it's game, set, match. It's already pretty much game, right? If you ask me, because we've broken this low down here. Let me just write the price there. Change the color to red, because it's game. It's pretty much game over. That's why I'm at $30,100. Once we violated that and created a nice close, daily close, it pretty much marked the end of the any kind of bullish case for Bitcoin. But it's still, like, again, we can say, yeah, it pretty much ended it, but there's no guarantees, right, in this market, right? Anything can happen, and Bitcoin could, Bezos could come roaring in on here on his right horse and say, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna dump Amazon stock for Bitcoin. Yeah, we could get that, and then yeah, we could see this thing just rally higher. If we do break higher, right, and you want to take a long, yeah, go right ahead. Be my guest. A break of this wick probably would give you an entry point. Let me just click on a break of this wick will give you an entry point. Might give you an entry point. Actually, I'm thinking about taking a short, starting at that entry point. We'll talk about that in a second. So this is the $32,800 mark. $32,840 mark. Right. So there you go. So now you guys should be able to see, not only on the phone, see this hopefully, but also hear it, right? Because I'm going to be trying to put the prices down and get the prices right for you guys. There you go. There you go. Alrighty. So let's just go down to the shorter time frame to find out where we can actually put a short and get that thing fired up. Because you know what, I'm going to. So I'm a little concerned here because I'm looking at. Let me just go down to the hourly time, the 15-minute time frame. Okay, let me just go on here, actually. Yes, that's right. My concern is I don't want to take a short actually on the top of this market here. Exactly, because look at this. Let's see here. Yes, no, maybe so. Oops. Let's see here. Can we get this pulled off? No. I'm saying I'm gonna hold it right here on the 15-minute chart. I'm gonna get rid of the VPVR so you guys, it doesn't distract you. There we go. And I'm going to extend this out here. So I'm a little concerned about this movement here. Being you could call it a falling wedge, or maybe it is a, maybe it's a pennant or something like that. But either way, right, it looks like if we break either side, that's the direction at this point. There's a little bit of divergence that's already played out. You can see we diverged right up here, and then boom. So it's already done. That play out is already gone. You could have, like, once the divergent was complete, you could have probably shorted at the 61.8 and see what that got you right there. And you can see right there at the 61.8 reversal. And so there's not much room here. We're already too low to jump in a short on this. So the best thing for us to do is to see if this thing retests the top part of this range before we jump into a short. And yeah, this might break to the higher side, but I'm thinking we're going to what's it called, psych out the bulls. I think we will. There's enough momentum here. Let's see here. If we go over to the hourly, right? Yeah, there might be enough momentum here. Let's go to a 4 hour. Yeah, we have the Three Musketeers on the 4. No, they're not joined together, so that's not gonna count. I'm wondering, yeah, it's just I don't see enough momentum here for us to even retest the 78.6 or break above to fake out the bulls. Right, there's enough momentum to fake out the bulls on a return up here, just to fake them out. So this looks very dumpy. Very dumpy. 61.8 is probably the best thing to do. Yeah, we are not in a positive stance here. So what you know what, there is no trade for me. There's no trade for me, so I'm just not going to make it. I'm going to continue hunting. If this turns into okay, what do we got here? We got an M pattern here. Not quite, it broke here. So no, I don't got a trade even here. I guess you could effectively trade this. Yeah, but I don't like how the RSI is too low for me to hit a breakout trade at this point. So I'm going to sit on my hands. Right, the breakout trade would be right here at the 31,722. Can't really support a breakout trade here, so I'm not doing it. There's a Dabo that's already, like, you know, probably in profit right now. And yeah, that's it. There's nothing else that we can do. If we saw this Dabo a little bit earlier, I would have probably taken that. But no. That's it. Nothing to do until you just, and that's what a trader does, right? They mostly have to sit in front of the screen like this, waiting until something shows up that gives them an opportunity to take a trade. If we break below the 31,500 level, I think that's where we can, like, create a quick short that way down. But the stop losses have to be up here at the $32,300 level. Okay, let's move on to Ethereum and close off quickly with Ethereum. Ethereum is pretty much in the same boat, right? Just that there's a clear pattern here that Ethereum has the momentum to fake out the bulls. That's the difference, right? It's a little bit different picture here. We do have like a Dabo short, which is, well, showing up here. I don't like, it's not as clean as I would like it to be, right? We need like 3.5 hours before it actually is confirmed. So on the 4 hours. So going down to the shorter time frames, you can say, well, where's this momentum coming from? Well, these markers here indicate that we have more upside to go. So this has some legs where we can see this thing. It's a possibility. Let's see here. Do we have a divergence? No, we don't. So we have to wait and see if this thing diverges by coming up here on the hourly and wiping out the shorts and then coming back down. That's what I would do for Ethereum. So I'm interested in Ethereum if it gets to $2,037 mark, and I'm gonna hit the short at that level, and then I'm gonna stop loss it with a loss of only a little bit, 2% loss. 2%. If it goes up 2% more, then I'm gonna walk away, and that's it. And that's my short for Ethereum, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. Heading over to the dominance. We need this dominance to break down here very, very soon. Right here, we have to break down or break up, whatever it's going to decide something soon, and it's going to be fast and furious whichever direction it does go in. Most likely it's going to head higher, most likely at this point. It's unfortunate. That means my alts get crushed in dollar values, but not necessarily in all cases in Bitcoin value. So it will be a devastating blow for my little old lady. She's just gonna get beaten over the head by the bears badly. All right, well, that's it for my TA for today and my trade. I'm hunting the shorts, but I'm prepared to get run over if the bears come. The bulls come in, and take me out. That's fine. I'm all good. I got lots of Bitcoin to be happy about. So yeah, I'm not too concerned about getting knocked out by some bull deciding to buy up Bitcoin at these levels. Okay, thank you all for watching. Remember, real Bitcoin's here to stay, and you need to be a part of it. Cheers.